Common I cost no. I 17 could be no simple. Simple. But coming home, yeah, Mao or visa, yeah, ticket amount, return tickets, you don't catch China Duah. You drew a summer hotel. Now, yeah, the watch church business is new for 2 weeks. Sikada could be a bit in the IBB. And my own young show us also far billions, baby, Kakrabia here, be also betting the IBB. Just look sharp, call my team on the number on the screen, or better still, call me on 020-8920-996 call China on October 22nd.
Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Family, have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Yo, Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I introduced my new smartphone devices into the market, which is the Hotwave Cyber 16 Pro SM series. As you can see, it's fresh, box to it's shiny. That's Hotwave. I come show you how the phone they look like. And I tell you, this will not be just any phone. You understand me? It come with a travel adapter. This be the manual. This be the pin way. You know, you could take open way or SIM card. And it gets in USB too. So they come with 2 cores. You understand me? And you know they're almighty. This is what I'm talking about. You love it. It's beautiful. And this be one of the phones where I tell people when you fall, your screen will crack. And this one you go keep for water inside for 3 days. If you doubt me, come. That's my new brand, you know, my new device. And I want you guys to just know that as I understand you and you understand me, I know how you will love this phone and support. That's my beautiful baby. Hotwave Cyber 16 Pro SM series. I know you guys are gonna love it. Anyway, I go use my one, I go find SIM card. Thank you. Love you.
No credit set China and common I cost no. I 17 could be no simple. Simple. But coming home.
Midweek action live on Sammy Flex TV and then Wednesday. Hey, and then Tuesday. Share. Me Dibrika me kohin. Enye izo. Jame be fine. But we are here. It is a Tuesday evening. A very cold one as that inside the cool studios of Sammy Flex TV. My name is Roland Amati. This is live on Sammy Flex TV, and if you are watching, this is Showbiz Daily. You are welcome. Thanks for tuning in once again. You've been very loyal, and we are very much grateful about it. So tell a friend to tell another friend that we are airborne. On Facebook, we are live. On YouTube, we are live. Now TikTok has also joined, and we are also live on TikTok. Today, I will do well to enter into all areas and even take your comments as well. But today, we are playing local and international. Yes, and I have both local and international. I didn't say World Cup, no. Yeah, both baby, connecting from different angles. And then I have one man solo in the studio, but on him say, yeah, I say kotokono, ukuma pema pembeba. Yeah, or mema part echi, different, everywhere we go, both in flesh and in spirit, yeah. Man for Taichi. So I have my big man who will be joining me on the lines today for us to have all the conversations that there is to have on this particular episode. So if you are watching, you are also not left out because the comment section is also opened for you to share your views in the place. And like the people will say W's in the chat. This one is not W's. Write your mind because we will cut W's such a money ever be in order not for us to have a problem with you. Let's not do W's. Let's do write whatever you want to write in the chat and let's have a conversation. Let me remind you that Shagzy, Ghana's #1 ride-hailing app service, is holding us down on this particular episode. So if you're watching and you don't know about the new updates in the air back, it is all about the Shagzy marketplace that has been installed on the new Shagzy app. So if you're a driver or you're a rider, this is the best time for you to download the new and updated Shagzy app today, because it comes with all the features that you are going to enjoy on a ride-hailing service. Now, everything has been put in place. Everything is working perfectly, and people who are on the platform are definitely enjoying and giving us good feedback. So why would you be left out? Just download, go on your Google Play Store, your App Store, download it today, and you will thank me later. And of course, Hotwave, Ghana's favorite mobile phone or smartphone devices, is also in the system. The SM series is selling hot and quick. That is the Cyber 16 Pro as well as the A17 Pro Max. These are top mobile phone devices that you will enjoy anytime, any day when you purchase. Before we went to China, there was this friend of mine that called to ask me about these phones, and when I told him before I be free China about now I told me no crash out to be a man games. Hey, I'm out for the phone dido. Hey, where the Gerald Subai part of my father's son. Okay, I was sharing the BB call. Timito flowers near Pony now. Boy, Juma, Minyamaye. And you can also do the same thing. I mean, if there's one gift that your loved ones will really, really appreciate, you don't only have to wait for occasional days, but you can purchase. They are very, very affordable. The Cyber 16 Pro, I think, is going for about 3,300, whilst the A17 is within the 1,000, 5,007 range. So they are very, very affordable, and you will definitely enjoy it. Waterproof, dust-proof, it doesn't break, very durable. That is the kind of device you need, and especially in this time, Anyamamu, Akoye, your friends say, so for my the kind of situation in there. These are the type of devices you need. And we are also going to China. Yes, we are heading straight to China for the Canton Business Fair. This is the best opportunity for you, and I would want to remind every if you don't have anything to do and you want to indulge in a business, this is the perfect opportunity. So you need to join us come 22nd of October. It is a cool 35,000 Ghana cedis, which covers almost everything as far as the trip is concerned. That is from your visa, your 14-night accommodation, your round-trip ticket, as well as even on-ground chauffeur and any around. This particular fee has got you covered. So why don't you pick any of the numbers on your screens and call us? Give us a call. Let's add you to the trip. It is not just about paying the full 35,000 Ghana cedis, but then you can even make part payment and pay the rest in installments. So join us. Pick any of the numbers on your screens and call us whilst we embark on this beautiful trip. We went on the first one, and you saw all the footages and testimonies. Join us as we embark on this one, and you will never regret it. So, we are back to business. Back to today's show, and I have my brother in team Duah Solomon, aka Chemo, on the lines with me. He is the only legal brains we have in the house, and he doubles as the online manager for Flex Entertainment. In fact, Tu's favorite online manager. Oh yeah, Overcharging. Oh dear, my name is online manager in Cassandra. Yes, Kofi on it. No. Do you have an online manager? Go and sleep if you don't have an online manager. Kofi on it has it. And let me say big ups to my team of producers. Theophilus Digosh, aka Kofi on it, aka Vendetta Vendetta Yede Gumasum. Hey! I mean, him say a double show na more there, boy. As well as Desert is also there, and Gerald is in the studios with me, controlling affairs as far as the cameras are concerned. Chemo, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Boko there.
Yeah.
And as soon as you na kamashe.
Me can be there. So into starting term.
I know,
right? They said so yeah hard you. statia no paminti touches as the ene na asamato ye tika so.
I know, right?
I know. No mu nyina bibi o kono be nyina ya asam. Enti na na so na kama hwefie enti na ada amanfo hu se mini studio me kasa free you. Me obi we say me share economy ho na me kasa. Yeah, eduma no so de ya na aja to ho so de we.
Ene de pa.
In say o studio say ni studio. Ye jinam. And ye be say wo mo pepepe. Say de say no.
Pamping e bo fanda de fa. Segrege ye jina na so. Ye jina na so na unya sure say with the way and sure ye there some of the prophecies now asofi binimu maye said this time the flood is going to be crazy. Na no na ebem na.
Oh, when they say medical can say no sir and come show say every prediction. And you know everything I will be. You know him say Ghana has June July. It is a crowded a young fat a income May June July there. In so tall Ghana and a Ghana has also. Yerema be bring koyi in the so tall a flood. In fact, ya tell institution from I friend and Adom. And you know, and they are saying Adom is a prophet. Because in that disaster, natural disaster, Bisiama, say a more movie. And you are there, I thought friend of Masham come because almost Jumano as almost come. But Mimi say that I mean, your munisa, I mean, him say, you could said the idea natural, we cry natural disasters, because so yeah, a ton of rain and half, I say. Serious one be pa I think of Ubia my sweet. Sebin is your Ghana had there. And come did it say any obi can ask them by June dear.
No,
and the best are coming by June the another will be.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, Bompire said Nyama ebe from kakra because some of the videos that I saw today online and places like Tema communities, various communities are now man from put timidity to who say, oh, Tema they want to say Tema you know. In fact, some of the videos that you are see like we are seeing online are crazy, and you ask yourself, say, so if we are having a very good PR in terms of media PR to the international world, not in like internal, we are not able to put ourselves together in that manner like this. Sometimes, especially if you're a media person, you are tempted to ask yourself, say, okay, should we continue with a good image PR now to the outside world? Now say we should tell them reality, and it becomes sad at a point, especially when you are a media person and you find yourself torn between these two situations, because you need to report what your people are going through, and you also need to give a good image of your country to the outside world. So I believe, sir, that the leaders of this country, this is the time for them to also take charge of stuff. I mean, that is why yesterday, even on our awards in the discussion, I was tempted to move with Kobe Josban because there's much to be done. And if care is not taken, if care is not taken, some people, as much as them going to receive these honors or awards, it's not one that affected shame, but it will not even change any situation about the country. But I believe that even on the merit with which they were being honored, there's much more to do. How long have these people been in office? Almost 2 years now, or a year and some few months. And if a year and some few months, we still have problems that have been there for God knows how long. Still, and this time, it is even escalating into a different level. Yet, these people are being celebrated and like they are in a jubilant mood. Of course, Ebiana affected at a point you may not feel it. But me assure say, Senka Ebia, what that sorry now dancing saying Suenia. Now got to say, same regional minister now, CEO B, and now say some of these state agencies away area mu, the boss now got award for a good performance. Me sure say one share one auditorium ka betimi ato boabo no. And
Roland, you see, in judgment or assessing every case or situation in legal terms, you have to be reasonable person. Another what a reasonable person will say.
True.
And say obi here na award. That's how I say regional minister, Accra regional minister, and Ashanti regional minister, and the best minister. Will a reasonable person agree or not?
Yeah.
Anything I make us say it's irrelevant. That I was and because the people in the country, the people watching, they have their own judgment already.
Exactly.
And yet there's in our institution, the government be changing baby. Anything I mention, I'm a opinion. We say it doesn't change anything. If anything at all, now it is good for us to expose them for the hypocrisy that they are. Only for somebody to say, hey, we are not doing anything good, so don't expose us like that. Anything I mean, almost the one in the buy and for them, they know what they are doing, and I think it is just to help them in terms of image, in terms of image to the public, as a party. They were thinking more like a party people, not looking bad in the eyes of the people, but not because they are not working. That's why they are giving them that warning. So if anything at all, you think that they are going to take an award and they are not working, just sack them. What is this warning for? What is the public are complaining, so you are causing them not to do that? I mean, it will not solve the problem.
Okay.
If you think they are incompetent, if you think they are not working, just sack them. Don't just tell them to behave in a certain way for it to look like they are working. Meanwhile, reasonable person will say that things are not going well in terms of flooding in Ghana here. We are not getting solution for the problem. But I will not blame the organizer of the award scheme.
Okay.
I will not blame him at all. For him, he is working. So those who are, if you are going to take this award, and reasonable person will notice or know that no, things are not going well, your claim is irrelevant.
True.
If you come out and say, oh, me there, I am the best regional minister in Ghana. What are you showing for that? What is the work that you are showing for? Then you say that it is under my supervision that there were a lot of flooding in Greater Accra or in my region.
Yeah,
I mean, so for me, it is irrelevant. The award is for a personal gain. Somebody organizing his award scheme, awarding people and also making money out of it. If you think that the people who participated were corrupt or doing something which is not good for the office that they hold, sack them. Okay. No warning here, just sack them. That's my position.
Okay, thank you, Chamo. This is just a continuation of some of the conversations that we had yesterday. And we are back to business once again because we have lots and lots of juicy conversations on our table today. And we are hoping that very soon, Sammy Flex, Mr. Samuel Atubiban will also join us on the lines for him to join on the discussions that we are going to have today, among other matters that are also erupting from the UK. We are seeing stuff online in terms of some official membership registrations be as far as Shatter Movement is concerned. Maybe he will have enough explanation to give us on this particular stuff that is happening online and what it is about, because I've had so many people call me, I've had so many people reach out to me for some explanation, and I hope so joining and he will be able to give us some top ones that will settle every other questions that are also erupting from the space. Inti Director Ohonoma, please keep knocking on his doors to see if he's active and if he can join us on the phone lines and all. But before he joins us, let's tackle one of the first topics on our table today, as the prophet Stephen Adom Kyei is in the news. He's in the news with the sports minister. And but today we will talk about it. Director, story no honoma, my. So he says that Black Stars will rise again. Adom Kyei dismisses mortuary prophecy or mortuary prophecy. According to him, Black Stars no, I said yeah, a war mortuary no. Excuse me. Black Stars na said yeah, war mortuary. That time so be a woman make a crown and mintimin king kaima. Yeah, sure for yes. Madam side, one side, shoulder. Thank you. So it says the general overseer of the Believers Worship Center, Stephen Adom Kyei, has made a prophecy about the Black Stars ahead of their performance at the FIFA World Cup. In a video shared on X and cited by Ghana Web on June 8, 2026, Adom Kyei, while addressing his congregation during a church service attended by Ghana's Minister of Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, expressed confidence in the Black Stars' chances at the tournament. According to him, every negative prophecy concerning the national team will not come to pass. He explained that there have been several prophecies predicting doom for the Black Stars, with some suggesting that the team is already in the mortuary. However, he stated that following the minister's visit to his church, such prophecies would not prevail. And this is a quote, and he says, "Go and listen to all the prophecies that have been made about the Black Stars. We can all agree that the Black Stars looks like they are in the mortuary because of the many prophecies." That excuse me. As a showbiz daily in Wena Katasonti, me hunisa. Okay, good. So but if Lazarus could rise from the dead, then the Black Stars can rise and get back on their feet, he said. Following Adom Kyei's remarks, several netizens took to social media to share their reactions. And so while some called for changes in the leadership of the Ghana Football Association, others urged the prophet to be realistic, arguing that the Black Stars may struggle to succeed due to what they described as poor leadership and governance issues. So the long and short of this whole conversation is that, yes, director, is there a video to it? Okay, before we go and watch the video, so this is what the man of God is saying. Ochema, yes, we know we are going to the World Cup. In fact, we have some few days to the beginning of the tournament. Even before that, there are so many people that have given prophecies about the performances of the Black Stars at the World Cup. According to some prophets, Black Stars will win one match in pool. And so many people have predicted whatever. Ebimu predicted, I want go project. Ebimu say we need match. Ebimu I don't see where there. Match and come now. Manako esa Black Stars no much. No say sports minister ba na sure yeso die. Say Lazarus etimi nyane free fuom dia. And ye munken hu say Black Stars no World Cup bibi ehye bia no obetwe aba. Yambo video no say ba. Then we have a discussion on if we can believe this prophecy and now say we should go by what the others are saying, because some people are even having doubt. Say, is this not the same prophet that prayed for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Bewi, you know? And here conversation for Director, you share video nearby. You better also.
Mungo tete nkoma ya shefa wo. Mungo tete prophecies ayema fa wo. That is a Black Star. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Ghana yenyi na je tumo se Black Star na so ase kwoshe mochiri. What me kasa say?
Yes.
And so say Lazarus to me sorry for
Jesus. Now
and
what?
then not plaster.
Lord.
Ebe to myself and so
Yes. Yes. Now, when you listen to the prophecies going around, it suggests that the black stars is dead and is in the mortuary. But then if God or Christ was able to resurrect Lazarus back to death, then he should bring black stars back to life. Amen.
Now, more blood in Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Mungo tete nkoma.
The Black Stars of Ghana will definitely come to life. And this is what is coming from the prophet Stephen Adom Kyei. Philadelphia nyame say or the Black Stars in the Bebanko. Chemo! Oh!
Yeah, bro.
Chemo. Prophecy number 1. Football.
Football. Football ya debi Ghana had say you need a 3 year and a lot of people are interested in football.
Okay.
And football generally a men's sports. But they say a man's football as well.
Sure.
And we have a lot of women are much more interested in football now. At some point, I can say a lot of women, Ghana in general, were interested in football in one way or the other.
True.
But with time, the kind of energy, the kind of interest, the kind of love and your woman football in general, I can say Ghana. Because local league and the root of that love for it to get to that national team stage and I said and to send the next CFS in the game.
Okay.
We all remember say now Coco has any other teams Mekaipa Kumasi for instance. Apart from Kotoko and Hassan, now Kim Faisal, and there's our Obasi Goldfields. There's a Grammy News Obasi Goldfields as simple. They were all strong teams. And Kumasi alone. Because of that, a lot of people were following football because your Kim Faisal fans, your Kotoko fans, your Obasi Goldfields fans, now. The same way Accra at least they were as a folk and Accra Great Olympics. And also rivalry news because of that, name of football really popular in Ghana. A man but for some reason because so say, Obi our Kyrgyzstan, another $1,000 crowd to me better Premier League best goal scorer. I feel the Nanka sister. Obi like a crowd won't do it on Bobo, even Libya and to Kwesi one not our top teams has a look at players are. Obi to me better Libya. Equable Libyan League instead of Ghana League. And the bottom line of they are not a supporting of football. I mean, what it was some time ago, a free and as they say, a woo crowd. And I don't change the Akasa your football, a woo, meaning yarding. Maybe I'm in yard and also on the barrels. Also, on the football, I don't trade the ano. Or the sort let's say football, I am on any football in any DH. Ghana for one in the middle of Matiana. So, how a question of me, Mr. Roland. A question of Mr. Say football, and a Ghana, the uncle. ɛne Nyankopɔn ni edi wɔn akyi enti no other teams na ɔmo bɔgye no ɔmo ni nyame na ɔmo de bɔgye anaasɛ den enti no me for me ni de me ne yɛ adwene sɛ Ghana football is dead ɛno de me ne yɛ adwene ɔho sɛ nyame na yi kyerɛ na ɛyɛ ampa ne nyame no wakasa na mmom sɛ ɔbɛ resurrect no ada ɔno ɔbɛyɛ kɔgyina park no so abobɔ ni bi ana anaasɛ kwan bɛyɛ so na ɔbɛfa so a resurrect no sɛ the players are sang
spiritually yɛbɛyɛ biribi ama ɔmo aba live
saa ama afei de ɔmo bɛhunu bɔ koraa kyɛn Cristiano Ronaldo ni Messi no
combine kraa
ayo yate enti no ɔnte sɛ saa bɛsie ne deɛ ɛhɔ ne deɛ me di ne die ni the interesting part for me ni minister na obekọ home there's one thing say so for agina ne puppet so ana odira na sorry them na o se ne nkom no ye ne prediction I mean obia wo that right ni so betimi aye but minister akọ ho ne de na say ebia minister so ogidie bi e woni mu engina okọ na sorry ho no and the minister corner or call home. That's the issue. But you see, minister can also say, oh, so I know so will be a pass, and also GD or suffering mountain or corner home.
Yeah.
But a personal, you know, I Jenny now I take care no holding on. Thank you, and can all corner or day players and letting it or letting it. Or go back for the head.
Yeah, mom, mom.
Yeah, how did them come in be as a media mean can make us President Mahama sacking because minister and winning the way. But on ending the GDA, the personal to an amount of Jim Pie, I'm a blaster and answer or compile a personal issue. I mean to me and be just that I will say the GDA ever me you I saw for me say near there, not as a no can do man. Be a own to me, and I own so papa. In fact, his concern shouldn't even be blaster. His concern should be the Premier League name. Other thing, and no, I employ a lot of youth. Mobile boy, a Timmy Mufi, near that. I think as a minister, he should be focusing on that part, not than focusing on blaster. Blaster, yeah. Mobile blasters in almost so much there almost football movie only few people and a big idea almost this is their lucky time like you bet me I mentioned Accra has a full keeper Benjamin Asari almost idea blaster call up something huge for them but a lot of the players in there what they will see in football what they will make out of football they have done it. And minister going there and I mean for me it is not necessary. I think you should rather focus on helping GFA or GALCA to improve our local leagues, to improve our local football now. To say Arsenal Prophet I didn't change the academic when you say the Ghana football. Another Ghana football, in fact, is dead. The minister should get his priorities right and focus on our local league instead of blaster. Blaster today, almost to me, going for the cap and you forget about them. Sikana, you're the best. Young fans supporting a league, it will be better for us.
Thank you, Chemo. I think I totally agree with you because he is the sports minister and you are not even a football minister, you are a sports minister, meaning sports in general. And if you say per se, of course you cannot treat all the disciplines equal. Anybody that but then you say even when we want to categorize the sports department now, we know say football is on top than any other sporting discipline in this country. The probability say we need ebeko football high. However, I believe that the football fraternity is bigger than Black Stars. Yes, Black Stars
Big.
is more or less like the poster boy for the for the football fraternity. Yes, we understand. Anything Abema minister Abebano, he or she is more interested in Black Stars. Like seems to be interested in Black Stars activities more than any other activities. Normal. But then I also believe, say, the larger scale, like you are saying, the football conversation, like the entire football community, which comprises of the coast team, division team, youth team, and all of that, and not only Black Stars. How many of these football teams na etu kwine akobo tournament? Sometimes even our Premier League teams etimi omombe winning omombe to second etimi qualify for the African Championship. Europe Champions League near the omutimi qualify for CAF Champions League. Africa here, but hardly would you even see a deputy sports minister even going with some of these teams whenever they are going for away matches. Hardly would you even see deputy sports minister going to say, so me you share a Division 1 league and a Division 2 league bimpo. Hardly would you see. Meanwhile, the moment Black Stars of Ghana is set to play any other counterpart, whether an official tournament or even a friend is saying friendly match crampa, you will definitely see the probability say who minister and the deputy or any of these top officials for honum no very very high. Meanwhile, are they part of the management team? No. Are they part of the technical team? No. Are they part of the playing body? No. But you will see them there, all in the fact that they belong to this same fraternity.
Yeah, but my sister, I mean, Mutak's time, I don't know if say assistant. Now, we minister and I say, we travel for Black Star game and now we are paid diem.
Yes.
And you know, and then when say Black Star game or minister Bekwa and deputy Bekwa and Abibu Bekwa.
Oh, she said they are sure assistant.
Because I know that's all there, and they have incentives to move because of course being a paid diem. Now, or so they are hand half and the two could be a now according to the SOD. Okay.
And to wrap it up, one thing that I also find interesting is the belief in the ways and means of the football fraternity even to date. When him say, yes, Ghana football, if you've been an ardent follower of Ghana football, you will definitely know and understand or ebia obeti ana obehumpo about teams talking about ways and means. I'm as a team here preparation for any form of tournament or whatever. You aside players per diem, aside winning bonuses, aside management, the omubenyano, there's also another allocation for ways and means. I'll be so more. And Rebecca just say ways and means has to do with spiritual consultations. Like you are saying, I don't have anything against any of these top officials seeking spiritual guidance of any set or form. But I also believe, say, they should do it with caution. Because you see, you may even go there on your ticket of personal belief. Ebia, uje nyamidi, uje asoridi, and ebi mpo akwa asori woho, empo nanti na woho. But let's also put it at the back of our mind, say, in seasons like this, people can take advantage of your availability to do certain things. I mean, uni honimpono. Yes, how much more you being present? And you see, it is just as the prophet called him in front to offer prayers to. All these things will have different interpretations. And if it doesn't go as planned, if it doesn't go as prophesied, if it doesn't go as predicted, your head will definitely be on the chopping board. The people that will be cutting your neck, will they be doing it fairly? Obviously not. But Ubehu said the action came from somewhere and it has led to this. So that is just the bit of what I would say. Speaking of World Cup and its related matters, like I said, we have some few days to the World Cup. Into conversation in there, me assure say from now throughout the tournament there, we will have related conversations as far as the World Cup. Be free even in entertainment, because even at the Black Stars camp or even in the football world, no, they also deal with music among other forms of entertainment. It's intertwined. So definitely we will get some of them. One of them be PA table, so Kwesi talking about the World Cup and how things have skyrocketed, or the prices of stuff going off the roof. And according to him, hey, World Cup ni nyan keke ball, but ase bibia boyedin. Bibia boyedin. Ni na count na mgusuti he yo. Bibia boyedin.
You can come in the busa o zero.
Chemo.
Over 2 na free Ghana.
Ya ka kwentu.
Because
Chemo ya ka kwentu. Sisi ade nyanya.
Minim say America abaya da wo ma wa ma visa say ubetimi akomi.
Say pafo.
They say the aka wa ni zenka ubenya sika kakra. Odibe try to take it. Now I Enter yeah movie Sammy Flex TV T4 near I think say me did say mbetimi ayi bi mo come na Roland amatin ko America no ongonya experience na o my report na you hu dey ko America on ke be bo apa
Chemu nyami so
I hope say Sammy Flex TV T4 ebe ti on kan Oma boya me do ko American. Visa engine. We are not talking about visa here. We are talking about fans are a bit do wako
exactly. Chemu ya mi shawa me peneda. Intino eno na Kwesi ka say sisi ano as a World Cup ni nyan keke bonsu na me pese bi hu say does it come with a season? And now say some people are the ones taking advantage of it. That find the message nebra na yen ken kancha man for na opposite and same way or X yeah Twitter. And this is what Kwesi wrote. He said, "This World Cup is a dub. Not excited to see the games. They ruined it by overcharging for everything. Players can't even be in the host country." And hey, Chemo.
Yeah,
and Kwesi the sad emoji nso aka ho. I say Charlie, World Cup no baby edu ni there. Even players, the ones that even are there or mumpo if I am from mumpo, they still want to be part of experience in the campo no. Charlie host country no so mo be come kra no chemo. Aye din because niama no they are off the roof. Are people taking advantage of the situation?
Of course, it's both. I mean, if there's a demand for anything and supply, it will go up until it reaches where we call the equilibrium.
Okay.
And I'm not surprised that a name of a question and the amount from say that thing will happen. And it's for the reason that the demands for the whole thing are high. And it's a demand in the high prices will go up.
Sure.
And people will want to take advantage of it. I know that at some point, ABR prices may be better. A member from for the reason say patronage ever from say I didn't board them.
Yeah.
And he say intimate to some motivation. And say almost and I mean say a member for mama a bin my but I was so low because even take it for entry, the air full crown $60.
I see.
I don't know. That is if you are a supporter.
What's the stadium na pampa?
And we are a supporter. I also support it where you too. FIFA recognize it as a supporter. Ghana. Say Insu for name.
Gansu.
Gami Misuga. Misuga almost crown at least $60 there per person ubecha before say ubenya kwan ewurem Say oh kwa kwa hebo ni bi. And our $60 in Israel. Uchiakono. Well, we say, and yes, I will kwa tena ni mu baby. Over kwa share baby our supporters in Duah. Oh, cheer go for up. If you are not among the supporters, be Albania, sir, and you know discount now. We are looking at $120 to $200 for for the group stages, and the group stages, the air full crown, each the range between $100 to $200. The open middle, before VIP, yeah, all the account VIP and next one.
Yes,
and we are looking at we are looking at $500, $900. And for VIP, we are looking at $700 to $1,000. $1,200. Easy. Row. Over her match back. Now we could charge over $1,000. Wow, calculate back on the scam.
And the calculate out.
Na utranye na za utwe say opeso ko finance media. Finance no a range from $6,000 to $7,000. And some kitwa. And easy, but even the final game no, baby a obetna air for crown obetia be $2,000. Obetia $1,500 to $2,000. Na the final game there. We here nya obehwe fi.
An idiot. Now, Chemo, and Komobi Swaba, speaking of the World Cup and its related activities, wouldn't say a first match a year against Panama. The Ghana Embassy war Canada added some communique biaba. And I don't know, director or communicate now, but there are two screens. So now, Mr. Chemo say, what would this mean? To us, it says, and this is coming from the Ghana High Commission and in Canada, and it says, I have the honor to inform all our compatriots in Canada that the Ministry of Sports and Recreation of Ghana has directed the High Commission to collect data, that is email addresses, of Ghanaians in Canada who are interested in attending the football match between Ghana and Panama, scheduled to be played on the 17th of June in Toronto, 2026 in Toronto. And I said, you're Toronto, no, but have no access to tickets. In this regard, interested compatriots in Canada should share the following details through Ottawa at mfa.gov.gh by 10th of June 2026 for the information and further action by Ghana's Ministry of Sports and Recreation. And they gave the full name. That is the information that you would have to send. The full name, your email address. Thanks for your cooperation. And so the long and short is they are now giving tickets or urging people who would want to go and watch that particular match to come for free tickets, according to the Ghana High Commission in Canada, and this is done in collaboration with the Ministry of Sports here in Ghana. Is this a good move? And I say, we should still find a way to send our supporters there.
Oh, so why you know I can use it to Canada. They are omubidi, ana omubeshino, and you know, a corner omubefaso ashibina, omudiabetujo. Say. We are Ghanaian as we interested so because park stadium since take it new boarding now yet me are soliciting for funds say yes kaka travel we say me and for supporters and code there say you to take it na yet chama Ghana for so it's part of the means omodo this can ache edin said there. And you know, it's not bad. Say, I didn't say, since you can't bet me idea, why not? They should just give it out. Because I can't cry or mobile anyway. But the thing is, Ghanaians no more announced on best of Mukubini. Say, Omutimi, I convince embassies no money of this idea. And I think that Sir, you will be say, and yeah, about phone and in an abroad. You know, a friend and aha, anything. You know, I Ghana for idiot. So I'm using a visa. Not that the idea is to go and support Ghana. They should also be supported like they want to do for the people in Canada. And you know, let's hope we say music for me, issue for me, all the supporters or move to me any business maybe. For me, they have said it. Say very difficult for Ghana to take people outside because name boarding and as a price now you debe cater for no boarding but I still think say benya visa my ready so in one way or the other support them because that time year fundraising they got a lot of money been a year $20,000 a day account and for me I think say benya visa no support and who say Kasabri every 4 day feeding allowance and accommodation crab location in Aba and can think a movie and also make us I think as a petition the former minister said oh the why set you are ready to go and support only the needful. As I said, more Canada, so the amount now to call representing America. And I don't have much to say. Not and why I don't have much to say is because he can only and as a diet how they should chop it, said the bear. Including you, also benefited. Also, a gun.
So that takes us to our next story. And okay, let's go to Samini. Today is the 9th of June.
Interesting one.
2026. And Yenim said 2 weeks remand I had somebody like WebKit. Nyame had much na and I'm sure tomorrow there are people that will be going to the High Court to go probably report on whatever is going on. But then Samini has also made a post on social media. It has got people talking, and it is about defamation, character assassination, and what have you. I don't know what Chemo has to say about this, but Director, for Samini story and how we can also dissect this conversation. He says, defamation of character is a serious crime. Dangerous enough to charge a whole generation's mind about an individual's hard-earned legacy. I'm sure he was talking about change. If found guilty, there are consequences for sure. Defamation left unchecked means acceptance of a narrative as fact. When such narratives end up in history books, it becomes almost impossible, no matter how hard historians try to edit and rewrite history again. Henceforth, don't sit unconcerned while someone creates false and negative news about your character. The law protects you from such low lives. Happy rainy Sunday. And this is a post he made on the 7th of June 2026. On a Sunday, na Samini say, "Mami fa sermon bi tum." And obeja we to say po. Chemo.
Yo.
I have some few questions. One would be, what will trigger this post? And here one. Two, what is Samini seeking to achieve with this post in your own view? Three, the issues that he raised in this whole conversation, how should we deal with it?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. And again, what I would say a better trigger BBC is obviously for the fact that Abia Obi I can be a fan one.
Okay.
And only say Abi on why because who say there are other people I can't send for one. And going to you, man, in his opinion, or only say a fair comment. And I'm out for Emma. And you know, they have to seek redress. And I say they have to take the legal route. Now, I wouldn't conform court said the bear. San Kofuna, my say, Omudia. I'm for some burning on the canasa, or Munka, for some pam. Omubet me no, my family, or my head in betting I have found. And I think that I don't know motivating American BBC.
Okay.
I encourage others to also do same. But you see, it is one of the difficult things to get, especially if you are a public figure. I don't know. The Omukata, me who said Ghana, so un share that and for in the legal system nachi ano ha say on share that enkomu ya eya say obi de ukọ court na asem no ye wi
ye dia ma no
engine meaning say ya born your adage even in I can't say we the kind court na undi but for some reason they say obi court to pay yes asama to your local court and all these things. And let me say this, winning a defamation case as a public figure or a politician is one of the difficult tasks that you can embark on. And you know, I think that Sammy advice not the man is okay. But next what they can say going to court to check those who are saying narratives are far on him. And it's so difficult, say, me coming and coming to back and say, and your Fakoma, Sammy flex team. Not only defense, man, will become as a negative now. Get a PR team, almost be defense, just to setting the record straight. It will be far easier than taking the president to court and winning the case. Very difficult, especially if you are a public figure.
Okay.
And I think that the lawyers that they consult should explain things to them what will constitute defamation, because it is so difficult that sometimes there were two cases I met me as citing. Yeah, Anas ne Canada Japan case here is your Ghana Haka as I could see American. Yeah, not Anas now no do because defamation.
Yeah.
Or no aboka.
Yeah.
Or no aboka because the legal fee near that the crown. Not a nice of Kitaba could use a man of $500. And you are no one over Ghana hands so another case another popular one AC 2025 year. Dr. Ekosio Gabra versus Bernard Enchubosiako. AKA Sama to me. And to me multimedia. Ekosio Gabra and they to me multimedia court to say what defaming. Equally, Dr. Ekosio Gabra. Entia 150,000 Ghana cedi ma Samawuntu. Ordinary court to know. Say a legal fees. In fact, Dr. Ekosio Gabra appeal. At the court of appeal. Yes, I need Tiano. Nilakia or only say 150,000. It was 1.5 billion as a legal fee no endorsement. Into no court so say Ekosio Gabra Yan chia 50,000. I bear 500 million OCD. Emma Chema to me now. Or no dinner concert, what do you mean?
Okay.
Or our answer to no one say, or the court Supreme Court. Supreme Court is just like Tiano. I can say, as I'm now a trial court no and no Nasikana Yadin eso. And as Supreme Court is just so man, they would do 30,000. na yen hye asem ni mu enti onu na do because ye defame no ekowi akire no onu an san akotie sika ma enipa na onu de na kokko se ye defame no
I see.
me try senka menya case de odo because ye defame no arrange case and I'm really finding it difficult to even get to one.
I see.
The point I'm making is it is really difficult to win a defamation case.
Okay.
That's the point I'm making. I mean, can't say, I'm not trying to say it's impossible, but it is so difficult that if the concerns are not Sammy reason, the negative narrative that will come, and if you don't respond, it will be there now. I would rather advise him say yes, you can put somebody in that corner for the person to face the law, but it is sometimes better to use it for people who are good in countering all the negative stories about you. No, PR, just to counter the negative stories that people are doing about you, especially if you're a public figure. The standard of defamation, high if you are a public figure, because there are 4 key elements of what they call fair comment. One can say be a defaming, not what can was a man. That 4 key elements, and not court to a barber. The court to share not as our elements in woman, they take it say a fair comment and yet defamation. Oh, in the department, I can somehow but a fair comment.
Yeah.
Because fair comment is based on opinion. A department, me Samini, and I'm saying, Michelle said the OT and Michelle one more. Obeshi weepa. And the Samikotana radios and Amaka, me Samini, and no, Obeshi weepa. Now, me Samini, Ashi weebia. Now, Samini, the make echo court to say. Who say machinery? I say machinery, what good yeah. The me kokota mechanic say, my lord, this is not fact, it's my opinion. No, no, so be or she and this own she are, and yes, and be and say, court to know who say, hey, opinion. At the say, obi any do attempt to be a tissue. Now the court say, yes, me tissue, maybe I show, and opinion say with this reasonable person being say with this one. And yes, baby. And yes, so it makes it very difficult to win a defamation case, especially if you're a public figure. Because another thing now, court looking out for based on facts or truth. And all based on facts, near say, Obi a can assembly, and based on sa assembly in the Panakan, means media assem, means media chair margin. And if the underlying facts, you say, oh, okay, Samini A to Panko, America. And only the underlying facts, and I will be say, Oko American, Mefan say, show our Oko Uncle, and I said, Mefan go Oko America, Oko Boo. And the underlying fact is Oko America. And Obi a Tana radio, you say, oh, Samini ko America, and I say American Oko Boo, be near that. Ebi a no crack, and if I need good any mass. But what to be son was that Oko America now and Pana, and Oko. Okay, any panel information will based on the facts of American. And I say, Oko Booby, and this and yes, I'm a tear, and yes, I'm a tear. Reasonable person, but dear, this ampa, and you know, and no crap.
Okay.
Yeah, no. And I knew few yes, I probably say, okay, sir, as I'm in the Panakan. Or the Adom Bonnie in the car, and I say, only the Adom Chilena or Chile. And you know what, they are saying, I also open the Pana dream. Okay, say, as I'm not kind of the Adom Bonnie in the air. So, how do you prove that anybody the Adom Bonnie in the can as I am malice? Or I say, ill will. And I say, dishonest, or I said that person who and matter. How do you prove that? Okay. Apart from comments now I'm making. And there soon I've been Edi aka say enipa no wa said that person ogun anim ase. Enti na all can say me. So really the defamation case is really difficult.
I see.
But it is not impossible, yes, because obi o ha ono to baka ko no na ni aka nsam ni so na afide de achechere no na na hu ya achire no. Enti no what advice no dey mama is true. Sometimes when you take the legal route now, a man for cautious of talking about you. But I will also say, when you are going against somebody, I also not the best thing so because winning a defamation case is difficult, especially if you're a public figure. Because being a public figure, why exposing you say we can talk about you?
Yeah.
And the people sharing their opinion about you, and then if I know that men fan say well good roofing how the make court. Difficult to win it. And if you don't take care, you even pay the person that you take to court for legal fees.
Thank you so much, Chemo. And before we enter into the next phase of the show, you are still watching Showbiz Daily live on Sammy Flex TV. We are streaming live on YouTube, live on Facebook, as well as TikTok. And on Facebook, Blessings Joe Mbewe says, OMG, I'm sure he's talking about Prophet Adom Chedwiawe, you know. Moro Dede says, you guys have to make a Zoom program for Fancy and Macasio Banner. Daniel Tete Donko says, only God can bring blasters back. Isaac Darko says, good evening, bro. I tried to register. I finished the first part to get to how I will put the payment confirmation and lost track. This is proof. Okay, how can I complete it? Don't worry. We will be giving much information about that very soon. Prince Ajay says God is here, and he's here to say, brother, how are you doing? I'm very well. Morodede says Brazil's team was showered as a blessing for the World Cup. Pope Leon came to Spain to pray for the players. And okay. No problem. I'm sure you are supporting the sports minister for going to seek prayers, especially for the blasters. And Sparrow Rasta Conscious says, good evening, guys. He's here again, says happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you too.
World Cup again. I think every year we are Italy in the magic. I don't want to put water.
Yeah, and fanfa. Yes, no, teacher break. Yeah, pacho. Frederick Appiah says this award for ministers must be stopped. Very soon, the corrupt ones will be paying theirs through. And Ernest Bosompem says it is a good move for our sports minister because after all the training and preparation of the players, they still need God's intervention and favor for the team. Brazil, Curacao, England, pray before they go. Let me go.
Charlie. How they sometimes do the comparison and said that fair crowd.
Okay. So even on TikTok, I'm seeing some few messages here. Sakini is here. You have to be connecting the phone to speakers. Okay. Okay. Felicia Kofi has also joined, and which other person? Immortal 77 is also here, and Leo Kat says me too. He said my area too is flooding, and God surprised me with three big tilapia. Hey. Oh, it's your new fear corner, and I'm there. Okay. And Lucas says, Mr. Roland, and big ups to everybody that is tuning on TikTok. I have Empress Cooks here, Nas is here, D Berry is here, and Nana Techua is here. Alisco is also here. Francis Opon is also here. Bash is also here with us on TikTok. So big ups to you guys wherever you find yourself. streaming on Facebook, streaming on YouTube, as well as TikTok. Don't forget to send us lions. We still want to hear from you. Let's enter into the final lap of today's show. And the prophet Obinim is in the news once again. Sad story when it started, I called on Chemu to give us explanation. I remember I did this with Kobe Josban in the studios, and Chemu joined us by the phone lines to give us some in-depth analysis and education on this. But as Asabebim, it is all about Prophet Obinim. When he stood on his pulpit one Sunday to say, hey, and that Obeto from say team. In fact, so no dem control and na anka one of the niama or can it dear. Ochilema, according to Nyono Pesisiano, in case of tough one, the only people that should be responsible for the preparations of his funeral or burial, Eyenema, Ene Nasori. These are the two people that he is authorizing to be part or should take charge of his funeral preparations. Not even his wife. No, sorry, many people can say, hey, no, say, hey, na abeka. You are saying, hey. Do you know what our rear has done to people? In fact, he cited that of the late Daddy Lumba and the late Emeritus Apostle Kojo Safo as situations are emanating sa particular decision. And after that particular video went viral, people discussed it, people talked about it, and Waba Abe explaining. Ochema, he is not divorcing his wife, or if people think that because of this he's going to divorce his wife, no. In fact, even in his statement, he made clearly say, "E yene de na yele betimi abe yene bi. Nebusuafo betimi abe yene bi. Munye muntutu ntuma enka mo mpabo asuku ta. Mo betena se na mo mbesu, no problem. Ne mo mpa se e yene date ye say, ye adaka ne ye be in a shape form, ye be in microphone, ye be ye no wa ha, ye be ye no Ghana na Kumasi na Accra na Abrochire die. That decision should not come from any ebusuapeni or any extended family. Now, and in Komono, I be brave. The prophet has come out to give an in-depth explanation because Amaphobic through allegations say, hey, any idea? Looks like there is fire between him and his wife. No, Chema, no. It is his personal decision according to the experience that he's had in life. Let's listen to Prophet Obinim or Bishop Obinim. When we come back, we wrap up the show.
Mama mi video way and then phone to koto social media say engine Obinim and that me braba so me wo me pa mo chow mi yemu ma any aburo so fo mo na mo
abusia na what say yase me trendy o enye easy ye the radio say me trendy na video na munya hwe na mu anya ni nyina nhwe o video na mu anya ni nyina nhwe o kakra bi na munya hwe kakra bi ana munya hwe nti pese me ma breakdown de si wa sole dem ni nyina why na ti asem na se me no ka se wiam kwakofa full video no de we msi kan na beto nya me page no nya bi ahwe me se eda me brebe so eda me wu da me ni ho no ma fa sho ti se me nya nwi in Jesus Christ name fa sho ti se onyankopon be hu me mobo ama me kwatenten fa sho ti se Jesus Christ of Nazareth obe hu obi ni mobo no ama me kwatenten ka eme mame me da se me se da me brebe so a me wu no me busuafo emre ye ni bi patentutuye no me yi o mafrim for nso obi ni me yi na frim for ntutuye em se wantini me se ntutuye arrangement nti wo twa twa ni arrangement ntutuye but for nso obi ni bebe ye ni bi o metena se asekuna sa na wo video ba ko nim sa na me kan no wanya ni nyina anhwe nti wiam de beba na hwe for nso obi ni metena se asekuna jencha me so metena se asekuna no because bepem na me ka say me nware obi anka for nso ono nko na me yere said the mo kan legal wife ono nko na me yere ti me nware obi anka no to baba betena se asekuna ba ntutuye ni de me yi na frim arrangement debi debi me yi na frim abusuafo debi papa de ntia hwe lumbe wuye yi woye to wa rumbe wi yo to wa ka we si me ye hwe basa ye yilu me free wa Anthony Kojosafo the Anthony Kojosafo Apostle Kojosafo the senior my papa say ye nim de ode na chija no akofana Kojosafo junior say on ehwe so Adwasafo junior de me nya se bi me ma me ye nya tantan sa wo hwe TB Joshua wuye no TB Joshua wuye na yere kotena asase kuna TB Joshua yere kotena asase kuna ana ne ma nti nya na yere na ye yi no me se meti wo bi na ye yi no TB Joshua ma ene asolefo na ye na yi na ne yere kotena asase kuna Anthony Kojosafo resurrection papa ni wuye no nya na yere na ye yi no eye ne ma ene na asolefo ene ye yi no hwe won JJ Lawrence ona na yere konadu mami ajima hwe ne ma no won ne ma no he yantutu yi na buni kodwo nyansani na edeli he eti enkwala fo na ma wo mo no maka me pese me say repeat enkwala very smart medical wo ba ko wa bonten sana me ne for so bi ni be wotre ba me hwe enkwala fo no o me ye smart eti me obia to bibia no obia wo de wo hwe so ba enkwala ni bi wo mu a me twen ba ko mienu bi me twen bi na me call register general na so be pam chow we the whole Aboroso church, many one a beshamachi as a general overseer, only general overseer, a general overseer, just a resident pastor in Abeshan, say general apostle, general district, Obia secretary, a cool it, Ubia Beshanasi, said the neck, Ubia Shamason, or no neck as I found almost as papa, we, yes, in San Bibia. We never to our solid phone in any says the same, we never beshamachi. Me in 2015, Aboroso for your way. We ran a mere fast core banks, Fidelity, Absa Bank, the book to 6 banks. Now I'm saying, we. And the best the Japadie nyina so obi nim TV station no so TV obi nim TV my Aboroso apartment guest house me fie nyina we na behwe so say wow na say next of kin okasa fanda we so na hwe we so me sensan bibia we na be catch Aboroso for be catch na yere for so obi nim we na say sa people ni nyina say fia meeting say ye friend blue house wi enya media ya media man no me di man we ye na me frɛ Florence obi nim sɛ honey beji ifie ni pipa no eye blue house me di ama wo ba ase mesi je no say wow teje to enya me dia bio ni obi nim me dia bio me wie na me say TV station no ene building no edan no I find the pink house no eye oba we dia je pipa no fato na akola ni so age na da cha kwani nyina wa ma na sɛ papa de che ho me wie na dan bi the greenhouse me di pipa no so me ye we din mu me de ma Florence obi eda kakraka na Aboroso guest house na ya shoro ho share na nzi no eno so me ye na me de ma wi na me say Florence obi nti me di efie ni nyina people ni nyina wo Florence obi ni mo Kumase bibia se me no ka say me Rolls Royce Bentley je wa gwo no kiss ni nyina ni me ho eho de won ho te me kura me no ka say me peka ni bi atwa je say me kɔ akola no kɔje key no me di bibia ache papa de ntina wo yes sanity wo ba adwen ho ma ho ene mo na mo jeja nkran nam street so nunum wi ensanom sigaleti ye masem adwama mo hye nkran ne ye ya mo bon ade mo ye wicked because mo fa aware no as a japade aware ye property aware ye japade aware nti na aware ni breaki pe na nkola na ye mo bo na fa busuafo no ne ehire ni kunufo ne nam court because wa anya hwe ama nkola no court saa na o ma na ye mo bo and the more far warrior as a property Japadia no serious no mo said here esesa mo ye you claim as a wine and I mean warrior but mo nya said here esesa mo ye afa warrior as a Japadia when is a warrior bet break out anytime think about your children it's in the court hey me die me tena ase na me plan ye me ne Florence obi nim and the tena ase plan ye so what you say na papa de nti na wo de asem ne ba bonten makanda dada mo na monte ye Aboroso for the so many maka na afi na mate papa na de nti na wo kan eye hon konkono eye Holy Spirit se menka na mechi anya basa se da pese me kana motibi ti na me se asema me kan me se asema me kan koto media ne so hey you careful we wicked mo kasa bebebe mo ye wicked o nwene wo ba ho of our real say until no hey
Abroso. I did alcohol. Hey, so Chemo.
Abroso.
Chemo.
Abroso, where the Abroso ampa.
The explanation is an interesting one. I mean, now it looks like it has extended from the whole preparation of his funeral to even wela memfa ne se nka waye anka ebia sometimes kukwemu asemumpo until maybe the person is no more ansana ebia yebe within the world and as yebe chene japade. It looks like the man has done everything whilst he's alive. Chemo.
Yeah, real.
Can be an medium come away there. I promise so.
The medical kind of say, I think, say, also Okumu lawyer, and son of Bekasa because Nekasa now okay in England. To could them be and the Midiri pass on a lawyer and Passai. Now, I say, this general advice to be our way.
Okay.
Banks. Na o fele from na eka nest of kin na o bi din se ho na ayo se uwu a oni na be for japade a o dada o legally nest of kin any obia nest of kin ade a explain ba ko pe emergency contact se uwu a ana se bibi to a hina na yam friend. That's the only thing a nest of kin And if you say, "Open say, Abia Una or before Japadia," men didn't cause nest of kin, men can say, or Nuna Uwa or before Japadia. Nest of kin, actually say, Uwa, any pie am contacting. And the Mefan say, Who is the Kada bank? And well, another for some reason, we to me for J. Nest of kin or Nuna. Bank no be friend say ebia asuma sisi kada ha enti no say opete ebusuafo nsa kan na say de any de answer kan omra bank emeye abcd no any scam enti nya say next of kin no automatic say anybody free man ne dapa de ye odia enti say obi nim de ne ba next of kin na ne say owu a ne dapa de ne ba ne dia or that than one only the writing. Writing is obey legal documents. Obey your best friend of will. Not ordinary any panel person or they are then changing action. And your nurse of kin assem. It is only nurse of kin as then all can again. Or man sounding say maybe I will be to say apostle produce of another number or more to two machintina and some ways in yes I'm it here. Say Sabi who are as I said the last time you can if fully a bushing afford there and ya obadia and ya or yeredia and now you have a trade and you and I am funny and until Sam Mechan and Sam Cornel lawyer be Cassa, and now or no be our Nimra, Cassan Corbett and say the opus of money you way you near that. And a bush of phone free, like and a bush of phone yasam, and a bush of phone tamunya and go. Now a foul which a bush of phones I say, ooh, or wish and is over my ban I way you want to and they do what. Abusuafo nta obanechi na onye ma na abusuafo ne ntia siesa na emu nkwaye ne chinchina twanse ona ode ho uwu a onye ubi uwu pe efunu ne abusuafo dia entinu uwu ntimi emma mewu emma mekere de se o pesa oba na enye ya na yi na yiri de no pra de se obi advice na meni ne kran kama nkan because I will one kan uwu a oyere wontimi nye ho hwe onye busuani obetimi ayane say eyiye no part a say legal system na ka say ombetimi a play say obema kwan say omakwan obe play that part and there was no need to even mention the wife I think that on machine because of maybe at the ACC any quarter somewhere by any other there.
Yeah.
You move because advice say, Sally and no crowd would be any movement. I could just say,
Oh. Yay. Alon Tedinko.
yeah,
Chemo.
no, yeah, and now, yeah.
Miss Awedi, I say, I think, or call the through. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
So
you were talking about lawyer, no, of Akusia Sewa.
Yeah. Now, make us say, or no, can any sense or how they assembly court because Akusia Sewa in her capacity. Not only 2 meters or Cherabusha for the almost yet. And in the understand or no protection by saying, say, a year no stay any say now over to me as a wife. And you know, the over to me, a man call how was and could be caught up on your bar, yen and I in baby at the papacy. And the Biana, opening the NHS, so being more a funny abusha there. Oh, to me, and an encouraging. Yes. What party are any dear? Or no cassa abre appen. Obey to me, dear manima. Obey to me, I will, dear manima. Or your ominous of king, dear or boy, which are for baby. Because in our legal system, so why never will, not a woo interstate. Yeah, dear, dema bushing for any what dear dema or ye or dear dema.
Okay.
And into say on the sort of bushing for share on your will now state say. We a personal property, me person come in my home, and I'm a person consumes you. Not any say, I guess I pay, and we shall for now or prevent the umbenebi. The one will umbenebi. Why or your will, not why I need here so, and we shall for benebi. And into no, on to tune near my I can't be persuaded to near my say, or no lawyer, Becassa. Not lawyer, no, I tune for action of choir. Obefa so obey bibia said there and was away. Sana no de kaza or say maka mon phantom from mem one there. Agro bin a said you odi. Say or the family kwam said the baby dum. Baby o ka say me ba no nest of kin one na me say akwa wa re obi di ne bayabo. Again, me we say o kan bibisa na so no register man baba. I am hoping send the banana 18 years. So now 18 years and do until send the banana 18 years. I never valid until send the banana 18 years and never valid because in our laws there only 18 years you can't own a business. You can't register a business. You can maybe I will to me I sole proprietorship. I say I also build business in my but you can't go to the registrar general, register a business, say a dear, only 18 years.
Okay.
And indeed, a honest no wrong, say or register business like abroso, church. And their money about only 18 years. So I really not and sana. Ne bana the 18 years asa I didn't know anything when you do. And you know, obey person I will money bana. Only the year say until send the bana be the 18 it is in trust of somebody or did you say obey man or person.
Okay.
And you know at this point obey will obey to me about be na or the assume say the bana the 18 years and bana be take over.
Yeah.
That's the proper thing to do. And you know, our plans are person, but legally, some people who can and for Quama, service, or would let an hour chana, and what to say they are doing, no say, or pursue in a chin. And to me, the first advice I will give Obin is on couple lawyer, not lawyer, in children. No, no, some can't say the opposite. No, on family, so maybe I was away. And in a web one another, okay, any day. Baby, a new a court, a merema, especially, or can't say nest of kin. And no problem, a worse than England, because nest of kin legally means an emergency contact. I think that going forward, banks and hospitals near that, instead of writing next of kin, I think as a emergency contact. So the way I'm going to find is that next of kins means the person who will inherit me when I die. It doesn't mean that. It means this is the person that you contact when you are in an emergency.
Because Chrome had the next of kin a position. A position. In fact, if you see next of kin, they chill past the Sikari had the other guy because when you say HBA Ube.
I'm not doing it. Interestingly, every SCSM, a cocoa to be a double or but I'm among the next of kin, let's say, Nippon free my own, I will be denied. The Nippon Sika bank, Nasa way a nest of kin through near contact. So, you go scan. These are all the proof where courts, let's say, when I legally. Person to inherit that money. And it's a one to me prove this on a legally legal person to inherit that money. Bank no crowd minimum. On awareness of king by minimum. Or more contact to say the Sikanian Diano Fanebra never did. And to say wow there should be a proof. And yes, this book of Fabus and Penny Hook of Found one after the so many now kabub and son a move to me after this scam. And you awareness of king by the kind of power because there's a way to also define who a family member is.
Yeah.
When there's no will. And then say you define it legal family members. Not awareness of king by your family member. Any partner and your will out chat.
Yeah, next of king aboka.
Overboka, you bet the canon so unyabi. And to I think he should seek the legal advice and do the right thing the way that he wants him to do. But one thing I say, on person, a basa or yen say, and it's on in a bush of punyasam. A very, very critical. Say, a bush of penny, especially as on in a fine power. Obey to me, on one side, now, I
was your penny, meme.
My busia for me. Say the bear or obey to me, like I said, medician say, who are saying or pressing. Not with Gino, I'm a and the Simon. Now I'm crying as I know, yes, I know, we shall penny retreat. Why have we shall penny my way, because Ghana, it is established in African veteran. When you are dead, their body, the diseased body belongs to the family. Family is defining our extended family, nuclear family. And they are a bushia penning in for a flu. And yet, nuclear family, papa, oba, ana, edebi. In Ghana law, when we define family, we are talking about the extended family. And people should take care of that. Nuclear family, role a play all right. But the nuclear family, no, any authority on your body, what the nuclear family, authority will know, some portion of your property. And you can say, why yet will it doesn't belong to them. Automatically, why a personal property, not every person the man you know. As a way will can specifically say for you know one can no say you know mentally a Japadian we betcha a Japadian and a Ghana law no PNDC law 111 actually I am fast in change Japadian when it happens like that. People should take note of that and opinion for me I would advise him to go and seek legal advice and stop talking the way that he's talking now.
32 minutes after 9 and you are still watching Showbiz Daily. There's one conversation be have it, but since we've not been able to connect with Brad Sammy on the line, I am fancy fridge mo because in common and it is about the Shatter movement, fan base registration, gold membership, all the details that come with it. I know so many people would want questions, but I want us to have an exclusive discussion on this with him, and especially him giving us some good explanation. And you know, as much as you may want to talk about it, I believe say yes, let's hold the conversation for now until we get hold of him and have an in-depth explanation to it. Then now we can now, as industry people, commentators and stuff, dissect the matter proper. And so far the information that I'm getting is that people are registering, like the kind of people that are registering day by day. We even had some messages that even came through our feed suggesting that they are live and they are connecting to it. And so let me say big ups to you wherever you're.
Before we go, no, for the registration and the website, no, I've seen that a lot of people, like you are saying, you be requesting the numbers and a bit of or negative side of things.
Okay.
And again, what people should know is that this is not as in this is not the first time a musician and as a music group fan base are almost register. So your research for there are other musicians and other music groups almost our fan base are almost register.
Okay.
Sometimes registration is here. I'm talking about the other fan base. You know, what they do is they will register. Then you can get a discount for buying merchandise, going for concert of the musician or the music group and all those things.
Okay.
And there are some benefits to be a member. In this case, SM Gold Card, I am very positive. Say, no, Gold Card, SM merchandise or as I say, I can Roland, we should be at the studio.
Yeah.
So, SM merchandise in Nibi. I will be nice gold card holder. Obviously, you will get a discount.
True.
That's the idea. And you know, people should not listen to what people are saying. And again, some people feel say, "Maybe I want to mean chia, or as a member now." And yes, I understand. So, we are a member of the SM fraternity.
True.
Just that there will be other benefit. As I said, say a tongue SM shirt and other day, I knew be to be. I know just what I want me to be on your SM, but the way me to be on specific benefit to be for being a member and all those things. You know, this is a positive thing, and it is coming to help SM as a fan base and also project the principal Shatawale Nankaza Odi to the next level. A few musicians and way. So Satawale doing this and other being part of this huge movement, you know, a positive for SM as a fan base, you know, positive for Satawale as a musician, and even positive for Ghana as a music industry. You know, may I sure say, Brad, I mean, we will talk more about it, but for now, people should know that this is a positive thing and they should support it.
Thank you very much, Intim Dodi Solomon, aka Chemo. Director, Bodin Shatter post na me share. Director, please bring back the post. Bring back the post on the screens. Let's see. I'm bolding it up a little bit for me. It says, "We are ready to officialize our Shatter movement members with real identity and data." Ama baby, calm down. Good. Register now by clicking the link below. Get your gold card membership after registration with just 100 Ghana cedis to enjoy premium service around the world. And this is what was posted. So like I said, we will be having enough conversation about this very soon, especially when we connect to Sammy Flex in London, and we may do it today or God willing tomorrow, whether on Showbiz Daily or maybe an exclusive edition. I'm sure, say maybe on Real Talk with Desert or whichever way, we will still go in for some good explanation. Jackie Boateng is here. Oh, Jackie Boateng. Jackie Boateng, watch it. But then the show is still there. You can still play back. And also watch it and also share your views in the comment section. Chemu nka obetimi mute kakra nka beboa me. And on TikTok, Shatter Popping is also here. And on Euro says good evening guys. Let me see. I think it's a feed Nico of NASA Babyum. Let me check on some people that have also joined. I said to become a top viewer and get me kind messages. Jaisa. Hey, Feshaki. I didn't maybe more. I said send with 1 coin. I'm sending 1 coin in Friday. Okay, my sending 1 coin for the mom. Hey, so mommy, Feshaki. Feshaki didn't grow for you per se. Bobo. Okay, So I've seen it. So I am here. Nana Techiwa is also here. Sexy Nana Techiwa is here. Kasi is also here. Feshaki is also here. Boyka is here. Emmanuel is also here. Good evening to you, Nana Techiwa, wherever you find yourself. And to let me go on Facebook and see what is also on Facebook. May I show some messages, Nibi Abba. Let me read some of them on there and see what's going on Facebook. Okay, so Maverick to Blue John says, big up yourself, Don. And Andrews F-Way says, Tomboy, leave the Aqua party. On the message, ni template na yabakopel. Hey, Eddie. But all the same, this is where we draw down the curtains on today's edition of Showbiz